This is video 4 in the Road2 series of videos over the End Area Volume Tool, the rock excavation exercise. We're on step number 24 and we'll go to step number 27. So in step 24 it says that we need to create a new 2D Power GEOPAK file and give it the job number _XS. So we'll do the file, pull down, new, no wizard. We'll hit the OK button. And again, this is another 2D file, so what defaults in this field, all we need to do is change the name, which we're going to go with J5U0441G _ XS.dgn. And we'll copy that information down to the file name field. Copy, paste. Once we've filled in the two fields, I'm going to go ahead and change the description to cross sections. And then simply hit the OK button. And check in the file we were previously in. And this will open the new file. It will be a blank file. Nothing in it. And that brings us to step number 25. Reference in the following files. It needs the civil geometry, the corridors, and the terrain existing file. So I'll go to the reference dialog box, select the icon, go to the tools pull down in the reference dialog box, select the option of attach, and make sure I'm navigated to the correct folder, which would be my data folder in the job of J5U0441G. And once in here, I can select those three files, which is the civil geometry, and you could select it, hold the control key down, and then select corridors, and then select terrain existing. Those are the three files that we need to attach. We do not need the super elevation file. That has been attached to the corridors file and applied in the corridors file, which will be reflected from the corridor from this point. So I will add by selecting the add button, and then I will hit the OK button and navigate through the three different dialogues that will come up by saying OK and accept the default settings. Okay, once those three files are in here, I'll do a fit view and I can see them. I'm finished with the reference dialog box, so I will close it. And I'm going to hit the F4 key, select the boundary of the terrain existing, and make sure that it is active. That concludes step 25 and brings us to step 26. Step 26 says create a custom cross-section model using the stacked cross-section only preference and the Route 179 complex element and profile. So to do that, we'll go over to the task tool group, and we're going to be in our corridor modeling tool groups. And to create cross-section tool is the second icon on the cross-section toolbar. Create cross-section. So I'll select that icon. The heads-up display is asking me to input a locate the alignment. So I will go out and pick the alignment, Route 179. If I hover over it, I can see the name of the route, and I can also see that there's an active profile of Route 179 PR. That's what I want. So simply click on it. The dialog will take a few seconds to load. It sometimes says that it's not responding. Just give it time. And that brings us to the Create Cross-Section dialog. Step 26 has the dialog picture in here, and it also has all the information that we want to fill out. There's a start and stop station that we're going to use. So we're going to go to the Custom tab after I select my preference, because in the title of 26, step 26, it says use the stacked access only preference. So I will go to the preference. That dialog opens. I can select stacked access only, select the load button, and then close it. But before I close it, you can see the preference at the bottom of the dialog. It's telling you which one we've chosen. So now I will close it. And then I'm going to go to the custom leaf on the left side of the dialog. In here, I'm allowed to do different types. I have station ranges, perpendicular, skewed, and line strings. For this exercise, we're going to take advantage of using that station range. The station range I want to use is 62 plus 00. So I'm going to key in that information, 62 plus 00. Then I'm going to hit tab for the stop station, and I'm going to key in 75 plus 00. The next thing we want to do is our interval, which we're going to keep at 100. But our left and right offsets, we want to go 280 foot each side. So we'll key in negative 280, tab down to the right offset, and give it a positive 280. The skew angle we're going to leave at 0. Once you have the start and stop station filled out and these other parameters, all you need to do is hit the add button on the dialog to add it to the list. So now we see we have a station range. Now the second station range that we're going to input is what we're doing is we're taking into account the bridge that's there. We're not going to have cross sections throughout the bridge. So we're just creating some from 62 to 75 and then picking up again at 81 to 138. We don't know where the bridge actually is located. We're making a general guess about where we want it to be. So I'm going to add another station range from 81 to 138. And it makes it easier once you've filled it out to kind of modify it. And then once you're done or finished modifying, you can hit the add button. Now we have two station ranges. Okay, so that pretty much sums up step 26. If you need to know more about cross sections, there's more videos out there, more details that we go through. That I've done a few more videos, so you might want to look those up. But I'm assuming at this point in time in this exercise, you pretty much know how to do cross sections. So the last option or step in this exercise, this part of the exercise for the cross sections, is select apply to process the cross sections and open the newly created cross section model containing cross sections per your preferences. That's step 27. So I'm going to click the apply button and let it process. You see the process bar in the bottom right. You'll see in the background we have cross sections, and I'm going to go ahead and close the cross section tool. It asks me, because I've created some station ranges in there, do I want to save them? I can save them. I'll say yes. What it's going to do is it's going to create this XSC file. So what you want to do is give it a name, and I will call this XS -1, and I want to keep the .xsc on the end, and I will copy that to the file name location for the project wise. So now next time I come in and I want to create cross sections, I'll be able to locate this file. And since I said locate, I notice my folder's blank. So let's go out and fill that in. We want to go to our district CAD folder, design, CAD user, col, the job number, data. That's where we want to store it, is in the same folder that we're working in. So I'll hit OK, and I can see off to the side here it goes all the way to data. So now when I save, it will allow me to go ahead and bring this tool back up later so I don't have to re-input the station ranges, which can be handy. Once the cross sections have run, you can see it does a fit view and places them in there. But if I go to my corridor modeling tools and go down to my cross section tools and I navigate to the last one, which is the cross section viewer, and I select it, the tool opens up, and the first thing I want to look at in any of these tools that deal with cross sections is this cross section model. I only have one model in here for cross sections, so it found it right away. It's Route 179. If you look at the top banner, it's telling me the name of the view is Route 179. I want to make sure they match, and that's what I'll be navigating through. You'll also see a white shape that goes around your cross sections, also helping you understand you're in the correct viewer. The way the viewer works is I can just simply select on the cross section 62 plus 00, and it will populate that cross section view in the middle of my screen. I can use my down arrows to kind of navigate through the different cross sections, and that way I can verify things are going the way I want it. Once I'm finished, I can go ahead and close the viewer. So that completes video number 4, cross section number 1 video.